Hello, night owls.
What's up, guys?
Y'all have been so frequent in our pages and videos. Although we might be retards, we always look out for the best of your being. Now, if you have a problem, please report to customer service on the second floor. But, hey, I want to talk to you about Australia. Yo, Australia's no joke. Everything in Australia can kill you. What?
Oh, man.
Dude, you gotta open up your fucking window in the morning and someone will find you and kill you. Australia ain't no fucking joke, man. So, has anybody heard of the Huntsman spider?
We might be researchers. Look, always looking out for the best of your people.
That's true, though. Gotta keep people alive these days.
Cheap creeps.
Yo, have you seen a Huntsman spider?
Sorry,
That fucking the size of a frisbee.
The Huntsman spider.
It's the size of a frisbee. It's huge. The fucking spider. It's maybe a dog fucking frisbee, but it's fucking big. It's a big ass spider.
That's a
like
big spider.
Bird eating tarantula. You know, in Australia, they're like people eating fucking spiders. It's fucking bad, dude.
You ever see? So my brother told me the stories about the camel spiders in Iraq.
Oh, yeah, my brother too. Jimmy and
like,
Rudy.
They're like this fucking big, and they gotta have the guys on the turret shooting at them at night.
No, they're big. They're about this big, and they do cling to the bottom of camels and stuff like that, and suck some blood. And my brothers were telling me, you know, they served a couple of tours in Iraq and whatever, and they have to check their shoes in the morning. If you don't put your foot in there, you got some woolly booger up in that motherfucker. You eat your shit. But yeah, they're not poisonous. They don't kill anybody, but they're intimidating looking. But let's get back to Australia.
Aussie land.
Because that shit in Australia will kill you.
Me and my wife, from time to time, we like to stop by the Outback.
To a restaurant?
Yeah. You gotta get the Bloomin' onion.
Oh, the Bloomin' onion.
You know, the bloom.
Bro, they have a new adaptation of the Bloomin' onion.
Oh, I know.
It's off the chart.
The fucking Aussie cheese fries in the Bloomin' onion.
Yeah, that's something you're gonna want to look into. Anybody that's not in Australia dying from spider bites, you're gonna want to do the. Actually, do you think in Australia they actually have the Bloomin' onion?
I mean, that's where it comes from.
Maybe that's Australians coming to New York to get a trend of something new that doesn't exist in Australia. If you want to be fucking Australian, mate, have a Bloomin' onion.
I'm pretty sure the Outback is authentic Australian.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say.
Well, let me just put it like this. If that's the truth...
And they have Foster's.
Your steaks suck. I'm just saying. Like, maybe it's kangaroo steak. Maybe it's like cow steak. But it's not the same. Like, if you were in Australia having a steak, I guarantee it wouldn't be the Outback Steakhouse. Because somebody like Mick fucking, what's his name from Crocodile Dundee is like, oh, this is a steak. That's not a steak. There's definitely something.
That's not a knife.
Yeah,
this is a knife.
It's not going to be, like Australians are like, oh, they fell for that shit. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe that there's a little bit of a difference there. But let's get back to the problems of Australia. Oh yes, let me just dig in here, and everything will kill you.
Dingo stole my baby.
The dingo. Oh, the dog I adopted is a dingo.
Is it dingo?
Yeah, it's half dingo. Like the Queensland healer is half dingo.
Cool.
And it goes blind in 4 years. I'm gonna have to be walking around with a fucking cane.
So does that make him like part wombat?
It depends on his ears. Yeah. But, long story short, everything in Australia seems to have, like, you could say that about Florida, right? So, like, in Florida, we got all these types of rattlesnakes and all these sharks. We've got about, I don't know, 100 different species of sharks, but the most prominent are the bull shark, the lemon shark, the hammerheads, and also, well, if you go out to the continental
Tiger
sharks. They claim on the East Coast that tiger sharks aren't that prevalent, but I gotta tell you,
it is tiger sharks over there.
Yeah,
there's whites too.
No, well, the whites are more out towards the continental shelf, but the white sharks do come in, like especially Miami down by the Keys. They do come a lot closer.
They go all over the Caribbean.
They try to stay in the continental shelf because of the colder water, and that's what they're kind of used to. So, but not only do we that, and listen, my fellow liberals, don't come here. You don't want to suffer all these things. Hurricanes, tornadoes, white sharks, bull sharks, lemon sharks, hammerheads, COVID, all that. We ain't got nothing for you, man. I'm just saying. But anyway, so we have like the brown recluse spider. We have the black widow. Australia has ants.
We got the
who?
TommyKnockers.
The fuck is a TommyKnockers?
Tomahawks?
You talking about Stephen King?
No. TommyKnockers.
TommyKnockers is a movie.
The poisonous snakes that we got.
A rattlesnake.
Moccasins.
How the fuck did you get Tommyknocker from a moccasin?
I think moccasins is like an Indian thing, and so are tomahawks and Tommyknockers and.
Oh, but these aren't shoes.
What the fuck are Tommyknockers?
That's the shit on Stephen King that was like building the little secret treasure trove of stuff on the movie, the Tommyknockers.
Oh, it was a movie. I don't know. I didn't even know I got that from.
Like programmed to do like, I think that's the movie.
Water moccasins are kind of like jelly shoes.
Yo, when I lived in that's Dr. Scholl's.
No, the old school.
When I lived in Orlando, we had a metal grate on the kitchen window that backed up to the swamp. Yes, I said swamp because it was a swamp. And every morning, this big ass water moccasin would coil around our metal grate in a window, and when the sink was right there. And when you go, ask Brian about this. When you go to the sink to wash some dishes, it would strike the glass.
Damn.
It would strike the glass like 5 times and mess itself up.
Damn.
But it would strike the glass and like, damn. So one day I got the bright idea. I was going to go out there with a shovel and try to get rid of the snake, right? Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Them fuckers can move. It chased me across the lawn, and it wasn't moving that fast to where I wasn't able to get away. Obviously, I'm here doing this fucking story right now. But the damn thing would not let up. And even when I ran the 100 feet, not ran, but like walked fastly to my patio, it was still coming. And you know what saved me? And you're going to laugh right now. You know what saved me from the whole entire moccasin thing?
What?
A chicken.
What do you mean?
My neighbor had chickens and roosters like we were on the 5
acres.
acres.
No, it went after a chicken?
No, the chicken fucked the snake up.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It went after the snake and started pecking at the snake. And the snake was striking, but the chicken just kept jumping. It was a rooster, I think. And it could, the thing on the head.
So you hear that in Florida? We got attacked chickens too.
Yo, chickens are worse than pit bulls. I used to deliver for Amazon and FedEx, as you know. And when I go into Loxahatchee, them people out there got some chickens and roosters. I'm gonna tell you, you don't want to mess with no chickens or rooster. Actually, I think it was the rooster. But that rooster was pecking at that damn water moccasin and tearing its ass up.
That's crazy.
And it went off, and the chicken, every morning the chicken would come out there, we'd feed the bread. He was trying to protect his bread sauce. My neighbor finally comes over, and he says, "Hey, man, have you been giving my chicken, my rooster?" I would say, like, I hate you giving my cock any bread.
Yeah, you're feeding another man's cock? I don't know.
Feeding that cock, man? Well, I said to him, I said, "Hey, every morning he comes over here." I said, "He just saved me from a snake." He goes, "You got to stop giving it bread, man." I said, "Why?" He goes, "It's poison. It bloats him." I said, "Well, what do you think the venom from a damn moccasin is going to do? Because your chicken's hostile."
For real.
Yeah.
So one time
We were in Australia about 10 minutes ago. Now we're in Orlando.
Okay, now we're jumping down to Key West.
You want to talk about the ruse?
Jumping down to Key West real quick on roosters, and then that'll transition us into roos or kangaroos. So like, there's this one hotel that we stayed at when we were on the road. We were doing a couple shows at the Backyard Bar in Key West, and
that's off by Nick's, the breakfast place that I love. Shout out to Nick's in Key West, the best breakfast place in the world.
And shout out to Backyard Bar and Grill Key West and Kaya Island Eats. Awesome spots for live music and good island food.
Yeah, good stuff.
So we stayed at this hotel called 24 North. And
that's on the tip of Key West.
Yeah, like at the top.
Yeah, I know what that's at.
So, it was decent room. Didn't have any issues with the room or anything like that. And it was kind of nice. Like when we were hanging out in the outside area for a long time, there was all these roosters walking around and shit. But whoever said roosters
and the cats,
whoever said roosters crow in the morning,
that's a lie.
It's full of shit. Because all night long
and day.
All we heard
was like fucking Lionel Richie.
All night long. For real.
No, that's some bullshit.
All night. No. Yo, it was like all night long. All night long.
Yeah.
We were listening to fucking roosters.
All day,
like
every day.
Right outside the room.
Some roosters smoke crack down there. And you're like, oh shit, looking for the homies to come out and give me some rocks.
They don't know when it's day or night.
That shit ain't right.
They're just crowing all the time.
And the cats. The, what do they call them cats over there with the 5 toes? Or the 6 toes?
Oh, the
Hemingways.
Yeah.
So me and my girlfriend had a Hemingway cat that was called actually the first bitchy. Oh. That's how she got.
Oh, she's super sleepy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna try to turn the camera over that, but that one is not even. She's usually up here saying hello to everybody on the show, but right now she smoked too much weed, so she's just gonna chill out on Chad.
So Key West,
she ate the gummies.
Key West is on the ocean.
Yep.
Right?
On the ocean.
Well, it's in the ocean.
It is part of.
And if you get into a boat and you sail all the way across the ocean, we get back to Australia where they have kangaroos.
We gotta pass Cuba first.
Cuba don't got no kangaroos, so we're not worried.
No, but you can pick up a 57 Chevy though.
Dude, they got some cool cars.
Yeah, they got some great cars.
They got some really cool cars.